Hello again, everyone. Age of June here, and we're back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. I think we're going to go ahead and do a single-player Shoutcast again, and it's going to be this guy right here, SorenXD. A lot of people, I don't know if you know him or not. I don't know the EU scene all that well. This is actually on the EU West server, so, doing a little bit of service for you guys over there again. And the reason for this game is because this guy right here is actually going to be replacing Cowtard, at least for a while. I'm not sure exactly how long, but from what I'm reading, it looks like Cowtard is going to take a break. He feels, I believe it was he decided he was not performing up to snuff. Actually, no, it doesn't say. It just says a leave of absence for personal reasons. So I don't know what those reasons are. But either way, Cowtard is actually going to be taking a break from Copenhagen Wolves and being replaced by Soren here. So I wanted to go ahead and see this. He's known as the mini Bjergsen, mostly from what I understand because they share the same name. Soren. I don't even know. Probably Soren. Anyway, yeah, they share the same name, and obviously they're both mid laners. I looked through his match history. He has a lot of mid lanes, and hey, figured why not see him playing a Syndra game. Figured that'd be pretty exciting. So here we are. We're doing just that. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be solo player shoutcast because I haven't done one of those in a couple videos now. And people really seem to enjoy those, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I know Syndra is actually a fairly popular champion as well. And she's definitely one of the more complex champions. So I feel that having a single player on her would actually be a pretty good thing too. Alright, so we're going to put everybody in order here. Up in the top lane, looks like we're going to have a Gragas. He's going to be against, apparently, Katarina. I don't know if this is a normal thing over there or not, but Katarina is played by Son of Dragon, and Gragas is Enigmatrix. Nice. In mid lane, Ziggs is our Lord. And he's going to be against, like I mentioned, SorenXD, now part of Copenhagen Wolves. Down in the bot lane, we've got Lucian, played by Null, versus Kog'Maw, played by RAFFI66. Rafig, maybe? Maybe. Thresh is going to be played by Osioth, and for the win, Davey is actually going to be jungle, so we're not looking at that yet. Blitzcrank. Extazovn. Yes. Alright, finally the junglers, Vi, Symbios, and like I mentioned a second ago, for the win, Davey. FTW, Davey. It could be something else. That's the Elise. So, those are our players in this game. And we see that Syndra, of course, did start with the Doran's Ring. I mean, that's not really at all surprising. Fairly common mid-start, honestly. And she's actually done a lot of harass to the Ziggs here that he has not been able to do back. Just kidding. He got all that back with that empowered auto attack there. It's one of the good things about Ziggs. He can harass like crazy with that. And she has 2 potions. He only has the 1. So she actually has done more damage overall to him. And if she can keep it up, she'll definitely end up coming out ahead on this. There you go. Gets a little more harassed there. Nothing too huge though. And she's just making sure to CS from a range, to harass him from range takes a Q to the face there though. That kind of hurt. And she has actually been forced to pop her potion. So they're actually even on potions now. And I think she may actually be a little low on health. But we've got Elise coming around. The Ziggs does not have any wards. Oh. He kind of figured it out. I'm not sure how, but he just kind of figured it was going to happen. No, he was coming down to ward. That's what was going on there. Okay, so he came down to ward at just the right time. Because the Elise was on her way over. And misses the Q. Syndra's going to go ahead and land a Q on him and actually miss her slow there. But lands another Q to go ahead and make up for it. They're both popping their health potions. They are actually right about equivalent here. And definitely an annoying matchup for both sides, really. Because both champions have really long range. Ziggs, of course, I believe actually has longer range outside of the stun for Syndra, which is just insanely long. But either way, still kind of annoying. She missed the stun there, landed the slow, as well as, I believe, an extra Q. But missing that stun, never a good thing. That definitely hurts. The first blood just recently went out there, and it actually went to Vi. So, there's a gank in the bot lane. Not something we're going to worry about here, because this is a single-player shoutcast. In fact, we'll probably get rid of that for now. We'll come back to it later when we don't have to worry about, well, when we want to see what the items they have. So for now, they're just doing a little bit of hash. Actually, I do want to see this, though. What are we looking at for CS? We've actually got a 6 CS difference, which actually is not that big at all. And will be somewhat closed in this minion wave, but not completely. So she's definitely doing a bit better than is Ziggs here in the mid lane. She's having a better time of it. But we'll have to see if that ends up staying out. Gets another Q off on him, and he's actually being forced to go back, which, if he actually does go back, is going to massively help her out. He did indeed go out. If she shoves this up quickly, which I'm not actually sure she has the mana for. 60 mana, she could shove it a little bit. She'll be able to go ahead and make him lose a decent amount of CS. Yeah, there we go. He's going to miss this entire wave, and she's going to go ahead and head back. That's definitely going to give her a bit of a head start there. She's nearly 6. He's quite a bit away from it, and missing this wave means that he's going to be even further behind. She's going to be back in lane before she misses too much of this wave. He's going to be able to push it, but she's already on her way back. So that's definitely good news for the Syndra there, and I don't want to follow this. Stop that. We're going to follow her. Alright, now that she did go back, though, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the items here. She's coming back to lane with a Chalice, not really unsurprising there, as, you know, it's Cinder. She's got those massive mana costs. Chalice is pretty darn important for that. There we go. She is back to lane. She is now 6. Ziggs is not. So he's got to be careful here because she's pretty deadly. On the other hand, he has triple Dorans. She still only has the single Dorans, and she got boots. That means that he actually does have a little bit of a damage on her. Yeah, he's got about 20 extra AP than she does. So she's got to at least somewhat be cautious because of that. But at the same time, again, she has the advantage in levels. As of right now, they're actually even, but she's still going to hit 7 slightly before him. So that's going to help a lot. And, oh, going to be able to secure those with another Q, so it's going to be fine. And there we go. A little bit of a fighting going on here. Nice stun from the Syndra, followed by the ulti stun from Elise. And Syndra was able to secure that with her ult and everything. And yeah, Vi's going to be able to get out of this with no problem. But she's gotta defend this tower here a little bit. But yeah, that is definitely gonna help this lane a lot. Especially, you know, like I mentioned, this XP gap. She's gonna be able to widen that even more now because she was able to kill him, and he's gonna miss yet another wave. That's gonna be 2 waves he's missed so far. I think she's missed like 2 or 3 minions. And if we take a look at the CS here, 47 to 67, that is a 20 CS difference. That is pretty darn huge at this point in the game. She's coming back to lane now. She's got that Fiendish Codex. She's working on the Grail. And once she has that, she'll actually have a little bit more AP. Having this will actually give her an AP boost. He's coming back to lane with 4 Dorans. And I'm not actually sure who comes out ahead on AP. I think he's still slightly ahead. She's at 87. He's at 90. So yeah, he is indeed slightly ahead, but only slightly. And if he... Oh, man. At least just about died there to blue buff. Syndra got there just in time, picked the blue buff up, and tossed it down on the ground. Otherwise, that Elise might have died after she came back down. It was pretty risky there. And now we do see the Ziggs heading over to get his blue buff as well. And the CS gap is actually up to 22 now. But he's going to be able to close a lot of that in this wave. Well, maybe not a lot, but he's going to be able to close some of it in this wave. And that'll definitely help him out some. It's now down to 18. 19. 19 because she also got the jungle minion over there. And, of course, she's back in lane now. Has the ball picked up, which is a very important part. That kind of tells me that she was thinking about possibly going in on it. Because having that ball picked up means that she can wait for her Q to come up. And then as soon as that Q comes up, she can go ahead and toss the ball down, Q, both of which do damage, and then she's got 5 balls ready to go ahead and ult. And that, of course, does a ton of damage. And that's actually what you see a lot of times with the Syndra's doing. They'll go ahead and pick up that ball. Be afraid. Because once they put it down, if they decide to go in on you, you're about to be ripped to shreds. So, that is actually what that means there. Ooh, there's the stun. In comes the Vi, but she'd already stunned the Ziggs. So, she actually, I don't think she's going to get out of it. No, she ends up going down, but the kill went to Vi. So that's definitely good news for her. She was able to keep the Ziggs out of the fight outside of that ult, which obviously you're not going to be able to block. So overall, he didn't come out too far ahead. He got the assist for her. He's going to make her miss a wave as well. So that's definitely going to close the gap there on CS, but it's still not enough to even it out quite yet. She's back up now. She's coming back to lane. She went ahead, bought an amplifying tome there, and she's going to come back to lane and be able to possibly bully him around a bit again. On the other hand, he's still continuing to get this CS, but he's roaming now, as the red team looks like they are headed here for the dragon. Kind of an interesting decision considering how low they are. But they are indeed. In goes the Vi, and Vi's gonna go down. I'm not following Syndra at the moment because she's way the heck up there. The Katarina just got a kill though, and that is good news for them. Ziggs is trying to do some. Is she gonna land this? No, she's not. But a double kill there for Katarina, and now Ziggs is in trouble. Gets stunned there, and we're gonna see that ult from Syndra. Yeah. Down goes the Ziggs again. And that kill goes to Syndra. And she's going to be able to shove this up again and widen that gap for CS again. So, very, very unpleasant fight there for that Ziggs. Ooh, also unpleasant for the Gragas, as the Katarina is coming back to lane with double buffs. That always sucks. And of course, Soren is just walking around. Going to go ahead and grab up this CS here. Grab up the jungle. Ooh, Blitzcrank almost thought about stealing that. Decided against it. There we go. She's coming back to lane. You're going to be able to shove this up again. Make the Ziggs miss some of the CS. I don't think he's going to miss the whole wave. He'll miss some of it, but he should be here in time to go ahead and get at least a couple of them. A couple of the caster minions. Misses that one, but was in range for the XP. And yeah, he's going to get all the caster minions. So, didn't miss the complete wave, but definitely fell even further behind there. It's almost 20 behind again. Ooh, gotta watch out here. It looks like they're actually going for this dragon. Syndra is headed back to mid lane, and it looks like the blue team's going to be able to secure this by themselves. Katarina's going to go ahead and grab the top tower, possibly. Nope, just kidding. Teleport comes in. No tower for you. And Syndra, of course, is here. Pushed that up again. Ooh, misses the stun, so no, that is not going to be dead. Just kidding. Got the flash out of him. Yeah, not going to be a dead Ziggs. I was right. But still did a ton of damage to him and got the flash. Gonna make him miss some more CS again, although not altogether too much thanks to that ulti from him there. And Elise just died down there. Lots of action headed down here, and it looks like Syndra's on her way down to punish them for this. Misses the jump. Syndra's gonna go ahead and take her down, lands the stun. Q, E, another Q, and nice full attempt. That would have been suicide, man. I don't know why you would even try that. Yeah, she's gonna go ahead and grab another kill and head back to mid lane. That would have been crazy. Vi would have gotten a kill off of that. Why would you try to pull that Blitzcrank? I don't understand. Alright, there we go. She's back into lane. Ziggs is not gonna miss any more of this CS, but again, he's already 30 CS behind now. She has widened it up, but you know, he's able to close it again too, and she's gonna go back to farming that jungle. That's something I need to do more. When I do mid, which admittedly is rare, but still, when I do mid, I don't tend to go to the Wraiths nearly as much as I should, and that's probably something I should work on. There we go. She does actually have that Athene's Unholy Grail, unsurprising there, and she's got an Amplifying Tome as well, which is going to help. And now she's just shoving it up again, keeping that Ziggs afraid, really. I mean, he's able to get all this CS, obviously, because he's Ziggs, but he's still having to be afraid. Looks like he's going to go ahead and roam for the wolves, and they're both just kind of taking their jungler's jungle. No, not usually a big deal, though. Usually in cases like this, you see them go ahead and take the jungle when they know that their jungler is not going to be there. So, it's really not a big deal. Katarina's going in on the Ziggs. The stun was placed out there on the off chance that the Vi decided to go for it. She decided not to, and a little bit of harass coming out here from these guys. Blitzcrank's taking a lot of damage there. The stun comes out onto Ziggs again, though, and they may be able to go for this. There's the Q. Out comes the ulti. Not quite enough to kill him. Just about. But just about doesn't really cut it. Not quite. But, of course, he is actually out of the fight now. And if he takes one more shot from that, he's dead. He almost died to Wraith there, which actually would have given the kill to her because it had not yet been the amount of time required. Nice jump away. And Syndra's just gonna hang out here in mid still some more. Can't say I blame her there. 139 CS to 111. She's having a really good time this game. Definitely is. And for now, she's actually just laning against the Gragas here, which is always annoying. Lands the stun on him, lands the slow on him, lands a Q. Not going to be able to finish him off, though. In comes the Vi with her ulti as well. And the Syndra's forced to flash. Not going to matter. She goes down there. And Vi just got a lot of gold again. But this means that Syndra can go ahead and buy. So, you know, it's a fast way back. Yeah, totally. And now this is going to give Ziggs another opportunity to go ahead and try to catch up here. More action happening down bot. Lucian got a double kill, but went down for his efforts. And Ziggs is actually doing quite a bit of damage to this tower. Those empowered bombs always do. Elise is here to defend it, but of course now it's really too late. She's going to be able to get one of those CS, but that's about it. But now Syndra's back up. She went ahead and bought a needlessly large rod. Those times of her ulti not killing them, rapidly coming to an end. Not quite over yet, but they're getting there. She will definitely do a lot more damage in this next battle, and she's going to get in here in time to get most of this wave at least. I think she missed 2 minions out of it, which is not too shabby. And she might actually be coming for a gank? No. I'm not sure what that was. That was kind of funny, though. Just getting in this bush. With a stun lands on him. In comes her W. Out comes the ult. Again, not quite enough, but she's able to secure it this time with a Q. And that's probably the turning point of this lane for, well, not really the turning point, because it's already been going in her favor. But that is definitely a big part of it there. Gonna be able to get some more harass on Divide there. Not gonna be able to take her out. Misses the stun, too, which is kind of unfortunate. And in the meantime, Elise is actually able to go ahead and take down the Gragas up there. And that's great news for them. More CS going to this tower, and actually I think she's probably going to go ahead and take it down finally. They've been needing it for a while. Vi's going to try to stop it. I don't know if she will. Nah, I think the minions might take it out. If not, it's going to be like one auto attack away. Yep. One auto attack, 34 damage. And Syndra's going to go back to the jungle. Go grab these wraiths again. She's been grabbing a ton of wraiths. She's now at 167 CS versus 130 for Ziggs. That's a pretty huge difference there. She's already 30 CS up. And Katarina's now here to go ahead and keep the Ziggs somewhat afraid, although not afraid enough. And Ziggs, of course, is actually going to have to try to keep these off the towers unless he wants to lose it. Although at the same time, letting the minions take it is actually not a terrible idea anymore when it's this low. Because of the fact that it does have that local gold now. So if you let a champion come near it and get it, you're actually going to be giving more gold to the enemy team. If you can let the minions do it, I mean, yeah, they're going to get the global gold. Boom. And he's about to die again. Out comes her ulti. Yeah, and the Q to finish it off. And yeah, if you let the tower go down to the minions, yeah, they're going to get that global gold, but they're going to miss out on quite a bit of gold there when that they could have gotten had they taken the tower down for themselves. They're going to get this dragon now. But if you do like he does and keep it shoved out there, you're kind of making sure that the enemy gets all that gold. But on the plus side for them, they're going to get some decent damage on this tower. It's just about dead. It's not going to go down yet. They're here to clear it off. And actually, Katarina went in and did a little bit of damage there. Culling comes out, only hits a few shots, no big deal. Blitzcrank makes the Vi run away. And this tower, I firmly believe this tower is going to go down soon. If anybody gets in range, it's going to go down. And it's going to be giving a decent amount of gold to this red team. There we go. Katarina really wanting it. There we go. The flash out there from the Elise. Out comes the stun, though. And in goes Katarina, just ripping these guys to shreds. Katarina got the thrash, went ahead and used her Zhonya's on herself. And Ziggs actually got a kill there onto Elise. But the tower did indeed go down. And these guys got the gold for it. Ooh, that was pretty close there. Syndra got to watch out. She's going to go ahead and head back, I believe. Indeed. And ward it up. She's working on her death cap now. She's got the blasting wand, she's got the needs to the large rod, and she's got almost 1,500 gold. Is this gonna happen? Huh? Boom! Yep. Shut down. Good job. Good job. Alright. There we go. She is back. She has that death cap now. Yeah, the likelihood of them surviving it her ulti went way down there. Particularly somebody like Ziggs or Lucian. Yeah, they're definitely going to have a really hard time now. Because once she has that death cap, it definitely skyrockets her ability power. Athene's itself doesn't give a ton of ability power. But, you know, now she's really building heavily into that AP, and she's going to be doing a lot more damage. So they're going to have to really watch out here. Ziggs himself has a single Athene's, and he got boots, as well as the triple Dorans. He put a lot into his Dorans, and honestly, I'm not sure that was 100% worth it, because he ended up missing out on a lot of gold that he then proceeded to use. Oh man, this guy's so dead. Sorry, Thresh. You're dead. Oh, just kidding. He actually might survive this. In comes the teleport. They did get the teleport out of Gragas, which is good. And in the meantime, Syndra's up there going ahead and going to get the Wraiths again. And Katarina's teleporting her way down here. She goes in, does a little bit of damage. And Syndra's here as well. Kog'Maw's actually still hanging around the bottom. Stun comes out from Syndra. I think that's going to be a kill there. Yes, it is. But another kill follows right after. Elise goes down right after she goes down the Thresh. But Syndra's able to secure Vi, and Katarina's able to secure the Gragas if... Oh! Down goes the Syndra there to the Lucian, however. So that definitely puts it not good for the red team. Kog'Maw has finally entered the battle. In comes the Katarina as well. And she jumps straight for the Lucian. And immediately after she kills him, goes ahead and Zanya's on the off chance that he had an auto attack on the way there. Ooh, got her pretty low there. Kog says, well, let's go ahead and go for this. Yeah, once she saw Kog come in, she knew she was quite safe there. And now, actually, Syndra's not bought anything quite yet. Actually, no, she did. She got these Sorcerer's Shoes to get her that magic pen there, which is definitely going to help as well. And now she is back from outer space. And of course, headed back to mid lane. Her tower still hasn't gone down, but it's probably going to go down pretty soon. Soon-ish. Depends on, you know, she's going to be able to clear these waves off, so it's not going to go down in this wave or the next one, I believe, because she's going to get there in time. But with the amount of health it has, I don't think it's going to survive for too much longer. It's going to be difficult. Right. Alright, so Ziggs actually went for a Negatron. He is actually building pretty heavy, hardcore magic resist here. He's got Mercury's Treads, he's got Athene's Unholy Grail, and he's got Negatron Cloak. He's just trying to do his best to survive Syndra. He's not even trying to kill right now. And that's actually kind of surprising to me. I would imagine after that... Ooh, got the flash. After that, he'll probably go for a little bit more damage. Because I highly doubt he's going to finish whatever MR item he's working on. My guess, it's probably going to be built into a Guardian Angel later. And he's just grabbing the piece for it now. Yo, he was helping him get out of that one. Ooh, that was pretty close. Almost got the grab there. Syndra's hanging around. She's going to be able to get a stun on Lucian. He's going to die. Down he goes to her ult. She's actually getting hit up pretty hard there, but the enemy team was not able to go for this. Out comes the exhaust there. The stun comes out from Syndra, and her team's coming back into this. Blitzcrank may end up going down. She's being bullied off by the Gragas. Lands another stun on him. But in the meantime, her teammates are just ripping through the enemy team. Vi's going to go down again. And finally, in comes Syndra again from behind. She's going to be able to get the stun there onto Gragas, and he's going to go down. Dominating for Katarina. That's not what you want to hear. That is never what you want to hear. And there we go. They're going to be able to take down this tower now because of that. Nothing Ziggs can do. He was way too low. If he stuck around to defend this tower, he would have died. 100%. There we go. So, gold lead is definitely in the red team's favor here. Very, very heavily so. Oh, she's going to go ahead and grab this minion too. That name. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and head back now. And we'll see what she ends up getting now. Ooh, man. That almost landed. Had that connected, she actually may have ended up going down. Is he going to try again? No. He noticed slightly too late, so she was able to get out of this one. Katarina has a Magi's. Or Magi's. That's kind of crazy. Alright, there we go. She got another needlessly large rod. Probably working on the Zanya's of her own, but I'm not altogether certain. That's just my guess here, but it could be something else. Alright, the fact that she did go back there means that it's really hard for her team to go ahead and contest this dragon. Also, the fact that Blitzcrank died didn't help, come to think of it. But they actually are doing okay here. The grab goes into Elise, though, and she's gonna end up going down. Cinder comes in, lands the stun on Vi there, but this dragon is finally gonna go down. Cinder's doing her best to just keep Gragas off her. Gets knocked up, and I think she's actually gonna die here. Used her ulti there on Vi. Was not quite enough, and Vi's gonna be able to survive this as well. And now the blue team is pinging that tower, and it is finally going to go down. Again, it had so little health, I'm not at all surprised. Just a couple of shots. 2 shots, and it's down already. There we go. Mijai's on Katarina. Only up to 4 stacks at the moment, though. She definitely has some killing to do before she can go ahead and actually make that item completely useful. Soren, come back to life, please. There we go. We're just kind of fighting over the CS up here. Alright, Cinder is back alive. And did not actually buy anything this time. Not surprised. She's just kind of saving up on her gold. At 127 right now, so she might have bought something. No, I don't think she did. No, did not. So yeah, just didn't have any gold. No gold. She's headed back out now, though. Gonna go ahead and grab this blue buff. Not a big surprise there. That's, you know, not a surprise at all. There we go. Down goes the blue buff. And she's actually headed down bottom to go ahead and grab this CS here and shove this lane. There we go. It does not take Cinder long to shove. It does not take long at all. Probably, actually, I'm not sure what she's doing. She doesn't have a ward, so she is actually somewhat overextended here. But she's just kind of hanging out in this bush, I guess, just to make sure they're not coming. She still sees most of the enemy team on her mini-map, because, of course, they are hanging around mid. But still got to be cautious. It looks like the enemy team is actually engaging on her team. Lucian doing a little bit of damage to the culling, but really not very much. And now she is on her way back up. She's going to get picked up by this ward. Just kidding. It actually went out just as she was getting there. There we go. She's just checking that bush. Oh, man. A little bit of a fight here. Thresh just about died, but did not quite. Vi almost died, but did not quite. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Looks like the Kog'Maw finally went down, but Katarina got a kill on Ziggs. Elise took down the Thresh, and Cinder is here as well. Down goes the Gragas. Lucian goes down. Alright, Lucian kills the Cinder. Holy crap, what am I saying? Yeah, she got into the battle just in time to die, pretty much. So that sucks. Blitzcrank's now trying to chase down this Vi. Silence pops her up, and she's trying to get out. He's going to pull her back, though. You don't escape us. Kill actually went to Cat. Alright. So now that she went back, we do actually see the Seeker's Arm Guard, and, which, you know, I had predicted. Zanya's Hourglass, not surprising at all. That's a very common item on the mid laners. And we'll see her come back to life pretty soon. I'm not sure who that was. Looks like it was Cog saying, I'm headed up there. Katarina also seems to be headed up there. I'm going to fight over CS again. Meantime, Cinder's just like, doop, doop, doop. I'm good. Not actually sure where she's going to go. Bot lane's a little too extended for her to go down. My guess is she'll probably come into the jungle and go ahead and grab some of that farm. Because Elise is not actually doing so at the moment. And, of course, neither are the rest of her team. So this is going to be free farm for her. Whereas she really can't get much farm elsewhere. Could get some farm in the mid lane, but it looks like Elise is already headed there. She's going to finish off that wolf. And yeah, she's going to come up here. Finish off that wave as well and just kind of shove this back out. They're still definitely ahead here, although not nearly as far as they were before. They're about 5k to 6k ahead. 5k. A little less than 5k, actually. Anyway, they're still ahead, again. But they're not nearly as far ahead as they were before. Better watch out. Okay, they're going to be able to take that out. And another one gets planted there immediately. Cinder went ahead and headed back. She now has that Zanya, which is going to make her a lot better. A lot more able to survive. It's good news for her. Katarina actually just jungling it up right now. There we go. In she comes. She sold her vision trinket for a sweeping trinket. That's actually very common in the upper elos. You see them start trading out their items like that. Ooh, nice. Speed boost comes out there from the talisman, yeah? Yeah, from talisman. And Cinder just says, no. You're all stunned. You're not going anywhere fast. Alright. Teams are actually coming back together, both converging onto mid lane here. And we're probably going to see a team fight fairly soon, I think. At least somewhat soon. Cinder is, of course, staying towards the back. Blitzcrank got engaged on, but that's exactly who you want to get engaged on. But unfortunately, the rest of his team just kind of, they just kind of all ran away. So, he ended up dying for nothing there. The Elise was in the jungle, gets grabbed. She's getting really low here. Out comes the stun from Cinder, though. Katarina goes in and starts wrecking face. Vi's forced to flash over the wall there, and the Zhonya's comes out from the Katarina. She still goes down, but it did give enough time for Kog'Maw and Cinder to go and finish off that Gragas. These guys are trying their best to get out. The Qs are coming from the Ziggs. Oh, man. Cinder's getting really low. She goes down. Kog'Maw's able to finish off that Ziggs, though, and the Vi. And Lucian's going to go down as well. That's an ace. And that is a free Baron, apparently. Because that is where they're headed. Clear out that vision and then go get that Baron. How many stacks does she have now? Why? I clicked that. Stop! Alright, look. I want to see what she had. 8 stacks. There we go. Thank you. Alright, Baron has been secured, and they're going to trade it for a tower. Not really worth it. Out comes the teleport there. He's going to be able to interrupt it? Yep. I thought he would. I did not think that would go through. And unfortunately for them, that means her teleport is on cooldown. Definitely not ideal there. Alright, Cinder is back. She's got another blasting wand and still has that amplifying tome from before. We'll have to see what she ends up putting that into later on. The blue team's going for this dragon, but so is the red team. I'm not sure who's going to get here first. Gragas is doing a little bit of harassment with Blitzcrank. Ults him back, but I'm not actually sure that was the best decision because in comes the Katarina now, and that ult isn't there. But they're going in on her. She goes and uses that Zhonya's, able to do quite a bit of damage. In comes Cinder now, finally. And, ooh, nice jump out there. Down goes the Gragas. The Vi went down as well. Cinder got one of the kills, and Elise got the other. The Zig, or Thresh is now trying his best to get out. He goes down to Kog'Maw. And that's going to be another one battle there for the red team here. And they're going to continue shoving this up. Katarina went back. I guess she got another item. And we'll have to see what ends up happening with these guys now. Maybe able to get this tower. It's going to be difficult, though. I mean, they have Cog, but they don't have any minions right now. And the minion wave is way the heck back there. Because, unfortunately, the enemy team had minions already there. They prevented this minion wave way back there. But the wave is finally coming, but the respawns are also coming. So it's going to be a little bit more complex. They're going to go ahead and try to tank this up now. Elise is tanking it up. Kog'Maw is just doing as much damage to it as he can. There we go. Down it goes. Now they need to get the heck out of here. Cinder is trying her best. Gonna stun up the Vi. Use her ult as well. Use her Zhonya's. She has flash, so we'll probably see that. Yeah, we did indeed. And there's more team fight going on here. Down goes the Thresh to Syndra, actually. The double kill comes out there from Cog, and that is actually GG. They were able to finish off that fight. I did not expect that at all. But they were actually able to finish that off, and the Blitzcrank actually died there to Gragas. That's kind of funny. And that's another tower down, and that is the end of this game. It's pretty impressive. Nicely done. So hopefully all of you fans of the Copenhagen Wolves will enjoy your new mid laner, because you actually seem pretty good. So that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.